A chest isn't one muscle, it's a structure. A shelf at the collarbone, borders along the ribs, a junction into the shoulder. Most men have done 1,000 reps of bench, push-ups, and flies, and every single one hit the same middle slab. But there are 3 zones that create the real shape people actually see. I'm going to show you how to build all 3 so your chest reads completely different. And as a bonus, your upper body gets stronger across the board. Let's start with the top. Your chest has a shelf, a ridge that runs along the collarbone. When it's built, it reads through any crew neck from across the room. This is the clavicular head. It sits right above the main slab, narrow band that runs from your collarbone into the shoulder. Think about what you actually notice when you see a chest that looks built. It's not the size, it's where the muscle starts. On most men, nothing lives in this zone. The mass sits low. The chest looks half-built, like it's missing its top floor. When the shelf fills in, the chest looks complete. It gains a top edge, structure above the neckline, the part people read first through any shirt you own. And it's not just visual. This zone is the bridge between your chest strength and your shoulder strength. When it's underdeveloped, they work like 2 separate engines. When it's built, your entire upper body pushes as one unit. Low incline dumbbell press. And the angle here is everything. Set it to 30 degrees. Most guys go 45 because that's what feels like incline. But at 45, your front delt takes over and the shelf gets nothing. Drop it to 30 and you'll feel the difference immediately. Slow on the way down, no bounce at the bottom. Press up and squeeze at the top. You want to feel it light up across the top of your chest, not your shoulders. If it's burning in the front delts, you're too steep. Come down 5 degrees and try again. You'll know when the angle is right because you'll feel it in a place you've probably never felt a press before. Do 3 sets, 8 to 10 reps. Go heavy enough that the last 2 burn right beneath the collarbone. That burn, that's the shelf building. This muscle sits along your ribs and does something no chest press ever will. It makes you look leaner and wider at the same time. Most men don't even know it exists. This is the serratus anterior. It doesn't attach to the chest at all. It attaches to the shoulder blade, but it's the reason the chest looks finished or flat from every side angle. The chest needs a frame. Without it, the pec just stops. Flat edge, nothing around it. The serratus gives the chest ridges along the sides, carved structure that wraps past where the muscle ends. It makes everything look wider, more defined, more intentional, like the chest was designed, not just grown. And here's why it matters for performance. This muscle holds your shoulder blade in place. When it's weak, the blade shifts under load and you leak power on every press. Build it and every push locks in tighter. And to build this, we're gonna do dumbbell pullover. And this one is all about range. Flat on a bench, 1 dumbbell, both hands. Start with your arms extended above your chest and lower it back behind your head. Slow, all the way. You'll feel the serratus load along your ribs the moment your arms pass behind your ears. That stretch, most guys stop right there because it gets uncomfortable in the shoulder. Don't. That's the entire point. That's where the serratus is actually under tension and doing its work. Pull back overhead with control. Full range every rep. If you're cutting it short, you're cutting the one part of the movement that builds the frame. Do 3 sets. 10 to 12 reps. By rep 8, you should feel your rib cage lighting up on both sides. You just saw what one angle change does to a muscle most guys never hit. That's the difference between training hard and training right. Every week, I drop a full workout blueprint inside my community. Strength, power, aesthetics, all in one plan. Every movement, every set, already in order, you just run it. Got a question about any of it? Ask me, I'm in there, and I answer. Link in the description. If you're the kind of guy who actually runs what he's given, this was built for you. Where your chest meets your shoulder, most men have a gap. Pec stops. Delt starts. 2 muscles bolted on instead of one structure. This is the junction, right where the upper chest ties into the front delt. Small zone. Huge impact on how your upper body reads. This is the handoff point. Every pressing movement you do, the force passes from your chest into your shoulder right here. When the junction is weak, power dies at the transfer. Your chest pushes, your delt pushes, but they never push together. Build this zone and they connect. One chain, one push. And visually, when the junction fills in, there's no gap between chest and shoulder. The muscle flows in one continuous line. That's the difference between an upper body that looks like parts and one that reads as a complete structure. We're gonna do crossbody low to high press. Start at your opposite hip. Press up and across your body at about a 45-degree angle toward the opposite shoulder, not straight up. Across. That path is everything. It's the only angle that runs force directly through the junction. Squeeze at the top for a full count. You'll feel it lock in right where the chest meets the shoulder, exactly where that gap sits. If you feel it all in your front delt, your angle is too steep. Bring it down until the junction fires, and you'll know when it does. It's a spot most guys have never felt activate before. Do 3 sets on each side. 10 to 12 reps. This one isn't about load, it's about precision. Control every rep. Find the junction. The secret to a complete chest is always in the nuances. You can hit the main muscle and get most of the size, but to get it fully built, you need the zones around it, the ones that add height, width, and structure. Those details are the difference between a chest that's big and one that looks like every piece was placed there on purpose. And if you want a complete workout system dropped for you every week, links in the description.